consumers defaulted on mortgages, these securities started to default as well. So what you have is a situation where investors were holding securities that they thought were safe, and all of a sudden they've lost all their money on those securities. Kind of caused a ripple effect in terms of investor panic. Investors had to sit back and reevaluate all the securities that they've been looking at. Is it safe? Is it not safe? And when you start losing money as an investor, you have what's called a flight to safety. So investors start saying, everything must be risky out there. I'm only going to invest in that which I know is not risky. So pretty much everybody started pulling their money out of, heck, you could argue almost every security. They started pulling their money out of almost every security and throwing it into treasury bonds and treasury notes and treasury bills. So prices on those securities have gone way sky high, and prices on almost everything else have dropped substantially. But the big picture problem is investors don't want to give their money to anything but a really safe investment.
So when they think the market's not secure, it makes the market insecure.
Absolutely, yeah, there's a little bit of a feedback cycle there.
I'm concerned about it, but it doesn't ruin my day or anything like that. I have faith that something will happen.
How do you feel about this economic situation?
I could care less either way.
It doesn't really affect you?
I mean, it affects me, but I'll just learn to adapt.
Anything
Yeah,
about
I don't know anything about the economy right now. All I know is it's sucking because of the gas prices and Michigan has no jobs.
I know my trust fund took a huge hit, so that was kind of a bummer, but
Your parents gave you a trust fund?
my grandfather, actually. I'm
Oh.
very fortunate. It's been paying for my college, but we'll see how much longer it lasts since it's been mostly wrapped up in stocks and mutual funds.
I'm pretty concerned. I was just reading about it this morning, and I read in one article that we're about to go into a recession, and I'm a little worried.
Stop having this mentality that Wall Street is the one that caused this, and Wall Street's getting rich, and we need to just punish Wall Street. Because first off, almost all those notions are false. If we really want to get to the root cause of this, it's people who went in over their heads buying things they couldn't afford. Yes, there were greedy people giving them the loans, absolutely. Yes, there were greedy investment bankers securitizing the loans and selling them in bond markets. So yeah, there was greed all over the place, but the greed actually started with the consumer. And so let's look ourselves in the mirror, and let's recognize we made a mistake, and it's not just Wall Street's fault, it's our fault too. This bill will help Wall Street, but it's going to help consumers as well.